Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Let's Turn with Lizzie. Before we begin, imagine this. You are a doctor. Outside your house lies a wounded man dying. You can save him, but he is your country's enemy. If you save him, you may be arrested. If you don't, he will die. What would you choose? Humanity or patriotism? Today, we are going to deeply understand one of the most powerful moral dilemma stories in your Class 12 textbook, The Enemy by Pearl S. Buck. This is not just a story about war, it is a story about conscience. And this chapter is extremely important for board exams because questions often focus on moral dilemma, character analysis, themes, title justification, and value based answers. So let's explore this masterpiece in depth. Pearl S. Buck was an American novelist who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1938. She spent many years in Asia and deeply understood Eastern and Western cultures. Her works often explore human relationships across cultural and political boundaries. In this story, she does not simply narrate a wartime event, she examines a deeper issue. What happens when personal conscience clashes with national duty? Now let us move to the historical context of the story. The story is set during World War II. Japan and America were enemies. American soldiers captured by Japan were treated as prisoners of war. Helping such a soldier was considered treason, punishable by arrest or even death. So understand clearly, Dr. Sadao's decision is not just morally difficult, it is legally dangerous. This background increases the tension of the story. Now let us enter to the story setting. The story is set in a Japanese coastal village, Dr. Sadao's house, which is built on a rocky Japanese coast overlooking the sea. Notice the symbolism here. The sea brings the wounded soldier. The fog represents confusion. The isolated house reflects Sadao's moral isolation. Even nature mirrors his inner conflict. So, before we get into the story in detail, let's have a quick look on the characters of the story. So, there are basically four major characters in the story. The first one is Dr. Sadao Hoki, his wife Hannah. So, Dr. Sadao is a skilled Japanese surgeon who is educated in America, loyal citizen but guided by medical ethics. He faces severe moral dilemma in the story. And on the other side, we are having Hannah, his wife, educated again in America, initially fearful but supports Sadao and represents emotional strength. Dr. Sadao's positive traits are that he's a skilled surgeon, he's ethical, and he's calm under pressure, an emotionally controlled person. But on the other side, his weaknesses are that he overthinks and avoids direct confrontation. In the conclusion, he is neither a rebel nor a traitor. He is a humane professional. And moving on to Hannah, who is a dutiful wife, emotionally strong, quietly brave, and practical thinker. She supports Sadao fully despite the risks. And then we are having the character Tom, who is an American prisoner, young wounded soldier who represents vulnerability of enemy, humanizes the concept of war enemy. And then we are having the final character, the Japanese general, who is self-centered, represents political hypocrisy, cares more about personal survival than the patriotism. And now the turning point arrives, the central conflict of the story. The main question that arrives in the beginning of the story is that should Dr. Sadao save the enemy soldier or hand him over? Two duties are in front of him: duty as a doctor to save the enemy, and duty as a patriot to report the enemy. This forms the core moral dilemma of the story. One evening, Sadao and his wife Hannah see a man washed ashore. He is unconscious, bleeding. When they turn him over, they realize he's a white man, an American, a US Navy soldier, an escaped prisoner of war. Immediately, Sadao recognizes the danger. He even says, if the man were whole, I could turn him over, but since he's wounded, this sentence reveals his inner struggle. If the man were healthy, he would simply report him. But he is wounded, and Sadao is a doctor. Here begins the moral dilemma. Dr. Sadao is torn between two identities. On one side, as a Japanese patriot, on the other, a skilled surgeon sworn to save life. As a citizen, he must report the enemy. As a doctor, he cannot let a wounded man die. He even considers pushing him back into the sea, but he cannot. Why? Because professional ethics overpower hatreds. This is a key exam point. Sadao saves him not because he loves Americans, but because he respects his duty as a doctor. Now comes the most intense scene, the operation scene. Sadao decides to operate. During surgery, something remarkable happens. He forgets that the man is his enemy. He even calls him my friend. At this moment, politics disappears. Only doctor and patient exist. This scene symbolizes humanity is stronger than nationalism. The operation succeeds, but success creates a new problem. The enemy is alive and hiding inside his house. Let us now talk about Hannah. Initially, she suggests returning the soldier to the sea. She is frightened, but gradually her humanity awakens. When the servants refuse to wash the American, Hannah washes him herself. She assists her husband in surgery. She feeds the wounded soldier. She nurses him. Despite fear, despite social risk, Hannah represents silent strength. She does not argue loudly, but she stands firmly beside her husband. Now let us see how society reacts. The servants oppose the decision. They call it unpatriotic. They fear punishment. They worry about the children. Eventually, they leave the house. The servants symbolize society, which often prioritizes safety over morality. This creates a social isolation for Sadao and Hannah. Now enters the political dimension, the general. The general knows about the prisoner, but he does not arrest Sadao. Why? Because Sadao is his personal doctor. He depends on him. The general suggests secretly sending assassins to kill the prisoner, but he forgets. Later, he admits he forgot because he was thinking about his own illness. This shows his hypocrisy. He represents selfish leadership. He cares more about his own survival than national loyalty. This makes Sadao morally superior and the general inferior. Now the tension reaches its peak. Sadao cannot endure the tension anymore. He chooses a third solution. Neither surrender the soldier nor let assassins kill him. He arranges a secret escape. He gives him a boat, food, water, flashlight, and instructions. He saves him again, quietly, without seeking credit. This act shows moral courage, not rebellion, but humanity. At the end, Sadao stands looking at the sea. He thinks, why could I not kill him? He remembers Americans from his past, not enemies, just people, and he realizes something profound. War creates enemies, but humanity dissolves them. And that's the story. I hope the story is crystal clear to you all. Now let's focus on the themes given in the story. For your board exams, remember these major themes: conflict between humanity and patriotism, professional ethics, moral courage, war and prejudice, isolation. Use words like moral dilemma, ethical responsibility, conscience, inner conflict, human values. These keywords can fetch marks in your exams. Now, moving on to the symbolism used in the story, the sea symbolizes fate, moral test, and the fog represents the confusion. The island speaks about the freedom, and the operation symbolizes moral cleansing. The scars symbolize the suffering of war. And now comes the title justification. Who is the enemy in the story? The American soldier, the general, the war, or prejudice itself? The title is quite symbolic. The real enemy is hatred. The real enemy is blind nationalism. The real enemy is the fear that we all are having. Pearl Buck challenges us to rethink what enemy truly means here. The real enemy is hatred and blind nationalism, not the people. So here comes the important exam questions. Why did Sadao save the American soldier? How does the general represent hypocrisy? Describe Hannah's role in the story. Explain the moral dilemma faced by Sadao. Justify the title The Enemy. How do the servants reflect Japanese society? Students, remember, in conclusion, this is not just a war story. It is a story of conscience. Dr. Sadao is not a rebel. He is not a traitor. He is simply a man who refuses to let hatreds control his humanity. Before being Japanese, before being American, we are human. And that is the eternal message of the enemy. Final message is war divides nation and humanity unites the people. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching the video till the end. If you felt like this video was helpful, kindly hit the like, share and subscribe button and see you soon in the upcoming video.